Right before you took the chief executive role, you spent some time as a driver. Can you tell us a little bit about what that experience was like?
The best thing about driving for Lyft was that I got to meet great riders. You know, my third couple that I drove had just come out of a restaurant when I picked them up. This was their first restaurant meal since COVID in San Francisco. They had been very cautious. And they went to a restaurant called Ernest. It had been open for maybe 6 months. I'd never heard of it. A week later, my wife and I went there.
And were there any sort of things you noticed when you were a driver that might result in sort of changes to either product or, process?
Oh, a ton. I mean, again, from a rider's perspective, look, our launch today around travel, it's like, let's figure out a way to make things really easy for riders, because that's what they want. And then drivers really want and enjoy the control they have over their own lives, right? They can drive when they want. They don't have to ask someone for permission. And so we're really going to focus on some of those basics to make sure that, we want people Lyft loyal. We want people to say, I've got both apps, but I should have taken a Lyft.
And you've worked with some very influential people in tech, Bill Gates and Jeff Bezos. Is there any piece of advice that either of them have given you that you still hold on to now that you're CEO of Lyft?
Yeah, I'll focus on Jeff Bezos. He really said focus on the customer. So for example, what we launched today is, your plane wheels touch down, the flight attendant says you can turn your phone on, and all you have to do is open the Lyft app, answer one question, do you have baggage or not? And then hit go. And then we take care of the rest. So that by the time you're at the curb, the car has already arrived. And just think about that for a second. Think of the stress that you have as soon as your plane is there. Is my baggage here or not? How am I going to get to the hotel? What's going to happen next? You can outsource a lot of that stress to us. That's what we want to do. And that really is Jeff Bezos, I'm just copying his strategy. That worked pretty well for Amazon. I think we can work pretty well for Lyft and our customers.